Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. This one is out of bounds, and mistake on a simple opening kickoff. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Gonna run it. It's Frazier. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Works his way inside the 10. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out into the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. breaks clear. End zone ahead. To 30. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it here. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd down here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. 1st and goal now. A chance to get level after allowing the opening touchdown. He'll hand it off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring out 4th down.
Chris, this is an exciting moment here in this first half of this playoff game. 4th and goal, down 3. Do you go the conventional way to tie this playoff game up going into the half? Or do you try to get aggressive and try to get a touchdown on the board and take the lead here in this first half?
He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
2nd down after that previous play.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense can be very aggressive at this moment. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. They'll run the option. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Here comes the up-tempo offense. There's the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Handoff in a single back formation. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. Georgia 7, Arizona 0.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. And the quarterback dropping back. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Ball handed off. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
They'll feed the back again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Fights through a tackle. And he's brought down with that strong, stiff arm, helping for a first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Running right through tacklers. Tackle made after a big gain.
This is a risky call by the offense. A lot of times you'll see these plays get blown up, but not here. The receiver turns on the jets and makes a big play downfield for a nice chunk of yards.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
A lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out.
Got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, if you're going to be able to play in the SEC and be a dominant team, you have to have defensive linemen like this right here. We've seen that from Georgia over the years. They've been incredibly blessed to have defensive linemen that can hold up against the run, also have the ability to do this right here, which is pressure the quarterback and come up with those sacks.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? And he'll set up to throw. He's got it for a big gain. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that 1st down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the 1st down.
The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. They're going to run it here. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. That's a gutsy call by this coach at this stage of the game in this field position, but it works.
Yeah, they've rolled the dice here early in the game, and it works out because if they don't convert there, boy, the opposing offense starts in great field position.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Escapes the pocket. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
The 2nd down incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. They're 1 for 3 so far on 4th down attempts. Can they convert here? And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that 1st.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Pass Hunt, can he get in? Touchdown, Wildcats. Just ran away from the defense.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Back out on the field. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Yeah, I'm surprised he dropped the ball here. This tight end is known for his hands. The ball's put on the money. Somehow it just goes through his arms.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking for a gap, it's Frazier. Breaking free at the 35. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up second and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's going to fire this one deep down the middle.
That's an athletic play by the defensive back. Playing tight coverage, seeing the ball, and not giving the receiver a chance to get their hands on it.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Trying to extend the play. Finding space at the 20. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And looking to throw now on first down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half.
Timeout, Arizona.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there. What will be the final play of the quarter. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Arizona They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. And the defense is there to smother him. They're all over the option play that time.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. On third down, it's a handoff. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Arizona getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Testing the right side here. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
This Arizona offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the ball and heads to the left. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
They're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Card. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's going to pull it down and run. Finding space at the 20. Oh, and the football comes out. The defense recovers the fumble.
Now, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Trying to find room. It's Frazier. Finding space at the 20. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And then first down, right back to the running game.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Again, he makes it 2nd and medium. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Here comes a handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They'll hand it off. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
It's 3rd down for the offense. It's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
It's 4th down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Tailback takes the handoff again. Now that's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much, just a small gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Play action fake, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safety. Think about defending the run, and a great job with that play action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. Handoff to the back and keep the clock moving. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. The Bulldogs will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Georgia.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. And it's good. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. Bringing it out, it's Card. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. The fumble the last time out, symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Important second down play coming up. They're going to run it. He shreds the tackle. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. And that's the 2-minute warning for this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Card. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea.
We'll take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's going to take off. Finds room at the 30. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Looking to throw it on first down. The sure hands. It's Riley. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So 2nd down after the incompletion. And he drops back in the gun. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. To try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. Arizona getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up.
And that's in Arizona.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 50. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here's the handoff. And the Sox were able to bring him down quickly. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the defense stops the clock with a timeout. 24 seconds remaining.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Bringing pressure. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Pulls it in. It's White. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Extending the play now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Now, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he goes down, and that's how we will end it. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.